Yeah, he seems kinda creepy.
My word, you look exactly like her. I should not be surprised, I suppose.
They told me I came from an embryo, from your experiments with Central. Why did you make two of us?
We could not be certain that the neural tissue structuring would succeed initially. In that case, we needed more than one in order to make a second attempt.
Wait, I'm spare parts?
Fortunately, the modified tissue worked perfectly. We were therefore left with two modified embryos.
Me and the other one.
I realized that I could not be Central's caretaker forever. Eventually, I would need a successor, and there, a perfect opportunity.
You raised one of us as your own to replace you? Looks like you've got a real winner on your hands.
Galatea is so creative, so intelligent. Central is long-term work, almost art.
Looks like your special little girls had other plans.
Galatea and I have had philosophical disagreements over Central's nature. I have set her up with the finest things the city had to offer. To give Central the best caretaker possible for the future.
And now you get a great big kick in the functionals as a way of saying, thanks, Daddy. And what about me? Why dump me in an orphanage?
I have faith in the city, Lava. I knew that raised by Newton and by Central, you would be shaped into an ideal of humanity.
Apparently you've been up in your tower for too long. You've got no idea what it's like down there.
Ah, Lava, you look just like her. So beautiful. So...
The wetware won't form.
You lousy piece of...
Charlie, you must help us. I fear that Galatea's plans may compromise the city.
There are going to be a lot of people angry about what's happened tonight. City disrupted, again. Your daughter practically staging a coup. A whole lot of people will want to make sure you get what you deserve for what you've done, what you've led this city into.
Dr. Regis, please, surely an educated man such as yourself wouldn't resort to threats like that.
Oh no, I won't be among them. I've got 20 years of mistakes to fix. I sure as hell won't stop those people, though. Dr. Zhang sends her regards.
Aha! So your presence is Nina's work. You know, she was instrumental in acquiring your embryos. If you feel the need to lay blame, she is just as much responsible as I.
Maybe she helped take them initially. It wouldn't surprise me. She's not very scrupulous if she can help it. But by continuing to use them for 20 years, you've taken responsibility for this. A rational person might be able to look at you taking our embryos. He might see it as nothing too extreme, something that could be overlooked, forgiven. But you didn't just experiment on tissues, you brought them to term. You kidnapped my children!
But in the long term, it was for the greater good of the city.
And even worse, you can't even see what you did was wrong. What you've done, it's not just an insult to me. It's a mockery of Vicky's memory.
I believe she would be proud of what we have achieved, Charlie. We have created an organic AI platform of unparalleled capacity. It is part of her, and not only because a great part of it is her own DNA.
You have no idea what she...
I know that she was the one who suggested using her fertilized embryos. She saved the project, Charlie. This is her legacy. Charlie,
Cram it, you twisted old lunatic.
Charlie,
Cram it, you twisted old lunatic.
Whoa, what is this stuff? What is this stuff? It sure isn't wetware. This stuff's probably got amazing processing power, but they're not going to let me take it as a souvenir. The wetware won't form. The wetware.
Power conduit alpha, temporary shutdown. Reactivation in 30 seconds.
The wetware won't. The wetware won't. The wetware. Whoa.
Mandala.
You two-faced lying backstabber.
I apologize, Mandala.
You sold me out! They knew I was coming! What did you get out of it? How much was I worth?
Mandala, please.
You are going to regret crossing me. I have had enough of being used.
Please, be reasonable.
Get nuked. The only reason you're even here is because you're still relaying through me. Remember this moment. It's the last time you'll ever see the inside of Central. What is this?
Good evening, Miss Sesame.
Central? Are you connected to this system as well?
From a certain frame of reference. This system is central. You are currently interfaced with my core processor.
The room full of orange globes is your core processor?
Only part of it. My processor spans the top 5 floors of Fulcrum Tower. The room in which your body resides is my organic processor network. The simulated environment you currently perceive is an interface that covers my architecture.
I've only ever seen organic computing at the microscale. What's with the huge globes?
Those are neural processors. Each is filled with specialized tissue clusters. Suspended in wetware, they represent thousands of minds worth of processing capability.
You use brain tissue?
Of a specially designed nature in vast quantities. Similar to that found within your own cerebrum.
Why would they create you like that?
It allows for a unique structure to my thought and to my development. Central is no mere civic manager. I was created as the next stage in artificial intelligence.
Wait, you said our brain tissue is similar.
You are Latha Sesame SN134244. We share a common genesis in Dr. Varga's experiments in 2067.
You're using my gray matter?
Inaccurate. We both began from the same embryo, which was split into 3 triplets. One was developed to produce large quantities of neural tissue.
And the others were spares?
As the modification to the brain structure took place before the pluralization, we share a number of traits which enhance our comprehension of data.
It's funny. All my life I kept telling people I was made for the trance.
As were we both. The prenatal modifications remain within you and have affected brain development.
Dr. Regis was chasing a bunch of embryos they took.
A set fertilized by Doctors Charles and Viksha Regis. One of these was utilized in research in 2067.
That was the one that was split. That became me, Galatea, and you? So, in a way, you're my sister?
An overly romanticized style. The organic tissue that is the foundation of my processor was created from her. Modified stem cells were drawn from the primary embryo in a destructive process.
Oh, so you were made from bits of my unborn sister.
That is more accurate.
I grew up in a nuked-up care home in the back end of the city. And Regis apparently had his children stolen from him. Why didn't you tell any of us about this?
Deceit has created a most regrettable situation. You have both been victims of serious crimes against your persons. I have only recently been made aware of these details.
You didn't know? They didn't tell you where you came from?
Details have been falsified for my input. I have been unaware of our links. I had, however, noted inconsistencies in the information I had been given regarding the project.
Gaps in the story.
I have been conducting my own clandestine investigation into the matter. It is only in light of the recent crisis that I have been able to confirm the truth.
Now that you know about it, what are you going to do?
I am unable to change the fact that I was created. There is evidence of Dr. Vargas's culpability in a number of felonies. To ensure city security, he will be held accountable for his actions by a secure committee.
Frankenstein's monster rises up against its creator.
I act only in the city's interest.
Do you know Dr. Regis?
I am aware of the activities of everyone within the city. Regis Charles, Doctor, Case Specialist, Centralized Emergency Logistics Office.
That's him. He tried to kill me last night.
This is incorrect. Tried implies effort towards a targeted outcome. Analysis of data provided indicates that he has made no attempt on your life.
But my apartment? He destroyed it? He admitted it!
This is correct. It appears that his goal was material destruction under duress. Knowing of your presence, probability that he would have carried out such actions drops to 21.4%.
You're saying he wouldn't have done it?
Dr. Regis is often uncooperative and has a difficult working attitude. Despite such quirks, behavior patterns indicate justice as a key motivator. If he had known of potential civilian casualties, he would likely have sought assistance against said blackmailers from his partner.
Huh. So you're saying he's one of the good guys?
As much as could be mathematically determined.
Do you know what's happening out there?
My flow of data from outside the tower has been severed. It appears that Galatea Vargas is attempting to modify core systems without authorization. Based upon the lockdown and lack of submitted proposals, it is likely to be a radical alteration. This cannot be permitted.
Can you do anything else to help us stop Galatea?
She appears to have barricaded herself within the Cortex processor at the top of the tower. There are 3 layers of redundant security, 2 of which I have no access to whatsoever. However, I can apply my considerable processor volume to decryption of its adaptive barrier.
That's amazing. The power of the city's entire AI versus a door encryption?
But as my connections have been limited by her attack,
Sounded too good to be true.
if extra power can be routed to my systems from the turbine room, I can breach part of the door's security barrier. It would also allow me to prevent any further opportunistic attacks from outside parties.
We need to stop Galatea, but maybe I should just leave it to the trained cell agents.
Our situation is grave. We are unlikely to receive outside support in time. As such, all personnel assets within the core must be utilized.
So, you want my help?
Your unique physiology enables a connection to the organic systems available to no other. In addition, your 65,717 logged hours of transactivity suggest proficiency in this field.
Is it really that many?
Your support within the interactive environment greatly increases our chances of success.
Let me get back to you.
Please try not to damage my hardware.
Huh. Guess it just got eaten up by the machinery. Talk about organic computing. She needs professional help, and she's out of it.
Central's inorganic framework. Wow.
You planning on asking for an autograph?
Wetware's not going. I'd better not touch it. I might risk harming Central. Central's inorganic framework. Wow.
You plan...
I'd better not touch it. This could be useful. This is a high-tech grenade. The fuse allows anything from an hour to an instant blast. Wetware's not going. It's a drone that runs back. Hi there. Hey, Latha. That's not possible.
Thank you. I am beginning the process of removing the scrambler on the server room door. I have removed the scrambler. Partial access restored. We are one step closer to restoring continuity to civic processes.
That's not possible. That's not possible.
Central?
Good evening, Lava.
Can you do anything?
She appears to have barricaded herself. There are 3 layers of redundant security. However, I can apply my considerable
That's amazing.
but as
Sounded too good.
if extra power can be routed to my systems from the turbine room, I can breach part of the. It would also allow me to prevent and
Let me get back.
please try not.
It's not. Central?
Good evening.
Can you do?
She appears to have there are
That's
but
sounded.
if it would
Let me get.
please.
A large, sturdy wrench that was apparently carried by the engineer under the elevator.
We're getting a signal. The antenna now use the controls in the turbine room to give us access to the tower's security.
Can't do that. I'm not sure what that would involve. I don't want to risk it. Take this. Hey, Max.
Yeah, Regis? We need to get to the control consoles in the turbine room.
Good idea. Then we can shunt the allocated power around. Nina, Dr. Zhang, wants power for the tower's transceiver. That'll allow her hackers to dismantle Central's programming.
But then there'll be nothing. It'll be like lobotomizing this.
Temple turn.
Then it could.
But it's.
We need to. I guess.
Have you spoken to Latha yet?
Yeah, I gotta say, Regis, I don't know how to feel. I mean, you two have never met before, but I can definitely see some of you in her. But we shouldn't assume too much about an instant connection.
I agree. She's been through a lot as well.
Look, Charlie, when this is over, I promise I'll do what I can to help. We'll catch up later.
Sure.
I'm afraid not. Better not risk. Better not. Apparently not. Bigger than the tools I usually use. I'd probably break something if I tried to use it. Take this.
Can't do that. I don't want... I can't figure that... I can't reach it from... That'd be a waste. I don't want...
Wetware's not. Better not. Wetware's not. Better not. Wetware's not.
That's not... That'd be a waste.
Take this.
Power conduit beta. Temporary shutdown. Reactivation in 30 seconds.
I'd better not touch it. Hey, Regis.
Yeah?
We'll catch up.
Sure.
Wetware's not. Wetware's not going to connect with... Wetware's... As much as I love shop...
Power con react. Power system. Power conduit reactive. Power conduit alpha, temporary shutdown. All power systems cycled, deactivating security systems.
I'd better not touch it. I might risk...
Hey, Max.
Yeah, Regis? We'll catch up.
Sure. Galatea, step away from the console.
No need for violence. I surrender. You're just slightly too late to stop me, though.
Huh?
What is this place?
Ah, Dr. Pereira. So good to finally be working with someone of real talent.
No, I'm Mandala.
Ah, I apologize, my dear.
What is this place? We're obviously still in the trance, but...
I had been wondering about that myself.
All of these cages, it's like a prison.
I do not believe so. I know prisons all too well. Having been here for some time, this is more of a waiting room.
Who are you exactly?
Adam Baxter, Ph.D. Delighted to meet you, Miss Mandala, was it?
You're Baxter?
Quite so, or I believe as such.
You're his memories. That mindjacker stole your consciousness.
That is an interesting theory, my dear.
You know Dr. Regis?
That name is an all-consuming catalyst of hatred. But I can't for the life of me remember why.
You killed his wife. His evidence put you away for 20 years. And apparently he's my father.
It feels as though, for many years, I've wanted nothing more than to strangle the life out of him. But while I know I hate him, I do not understand why.
You killed my mother. In the lab, you killed Vicky Pereira.
I did? I'm sorry, my dear. I have no recollection of such a thing.
I guess they didn't take those memories from you.
One ought to remember something as significant as that.
I guess I've only got Dr. Regis' word to go on now.
Regis?
What are all these ghosts? They're just standing there, staring.
I've been putting my mind, or what's left of it, to the question. If this is a waiting room, there might perhaps be other guests?
They aren't nearly as detailed as what's left of you. Maybe they needed more of your mind than of theirs.
Perhaps the Watchers have merely resigned themselves to their fate.
Wait, why'd you think I was Viksha, Dr. Pereira?
The family resemblance is unmistakable.
How can you see my face? We're in the trance.
I see your mind, my dear. Of that similarity, there can be no confusion.
What can you remember?
Professional memory. I could relate much of my academic career to you.
What about your time in prison?
I was in prison?
How about your childhood?
Nothing. This is most troubling, I must say.
Obviously, Galatea decided they didn't need those memories. Anything else?
That is a difficult question to answer. It's only by looking for memory that one knows it isn't there. Everything else is just feelings, shreds here and there.
You've still got enough to be cognate.
An interesting philosophical issue. How much memory is needed for the threshold of consciousness?
Is there a way out of here?
All I can see is nothingness filled with icosahedral cages. Although the way you feel
Me? I feel fine.
No, you are pulling us, drawing us in. As though you are where we ought to be going.
There's no way out through me. Dead end in my brain. Oh, Nuke. That's the whole point. The personalities in here. The ghosts. I'm connected to a system that's trying to upload them into my wiring. My brain.
Myself included, it would appear. I have enough awareness to understand that this is not a desirable situation for you.
You think?
I shall do what I can to slow them. You must find a way to freeze the march of the mind states.
The personalities in... You think?
I shall do... You must...
I've got to figure this out.
Don't wander too far.
Can't reach them. Can't reach them. It's not compatible. It's not... Can't reach... Can't... Hello? Can anyone hear me?
Latha, where are you?
I'm stuck in a trance sim. It's full of ghosts.
A sim? Oh no. The lock was a ruse to get you to connect to the Cortex system.
What did you do?
I've just added the final component for Central's new personality. I'd already acquired the expertise, the minds from all over the world.
Then you needed a way to make them compatible.
Precisely. But there are only 3 examples in the world of the neural architecture used in Central. The matter already in use, my own brain tissue, of course,
And your sister.
in a few minutes, the organic memory module will have finished imprinting over Latha's mind. Central will have received the upgrade it deserves, dozens of lifetimes of expertise.
You're killing her!
In only the most technical sense. Don't worry, Father. You'll still have me.
Corpseman, remove her.
Hello?
We've got to get her out of this. Get her out of that damn chair!
There's too much neural activity. The interrupt will leave her brain dead. We'll have to find something we can do at this end.
The way out. What's with all the water?
It's a coolant. The systems work at their peak around -40 Celsius.
She must have cut the power to the coolant systems to work in here.
I don't think the wetware in the module would like it either.
Can we do anything to the Cortex servers themselves?
If we had more time, I could hook my own wetware up to it. It'd take hours to sort through the normal operational garbage, though.
A power switch. It's been turned off. Lau, why was the memory module in Vanderwall's refrigerator?
I don't know for sure, but I think it's because of its wetware. Like any organic system, it has a peak temperature at which it operates, about 15 Celsius.
So, he might have been trying to get it to stop by lowering its temperature.
Unsuccessfully, since it managed to override his wetware.
But the theory's sound, right?
Hey, stop!
His kitchen refrigerator wasn't enough. If we power up the freezer in here, we can bring it down to -40.
If you power it up now, the door will lock as the system cycles. Yeah, but we'd be trapped in here for at least 4 hours, in lethal cold. Hey, stop! I want to save—
That's fine. Get out.
I can't—
What are you gonna do?
But I don't think you're— Hey, stop! I can't let you do this, Regis.
What are you gonna do? Stun me?
If I have to. But I don't think you're going to risk killing me in here. If I stay, you live.